Okay, students, so what can we see here? So many different varieties of seeds. We can see fenugreek seed. Fenugreeks are what? Methi seeds. Okay, then this is cilantro or coriander. That means this one dhania seeds. Okay, then sarso, yellow mustard is sarso. Cumin is jeera. Okay, so in this way, so many. This kabuli chana, all these things. So we see so many different types of seeds here, but how does the seed formation take place? Okay, that should be the first question that needs to come in your mind. Okay, we know about flower, we know about fruit, but then how does the seed come into its existence? Do you remember this one? I had showed you. This one is the ovary, this is the style, this is the stigma, and then here inside the ovary there are small ovules. Okay, so these ovules, when they get ripened and matured, these ovules forms seeds. Okay, so what are seeds? Seeds are the fertilized and matured ovules. Okay, now I think I shall rub this one so that I have space to write it. Okay, now let's see what is there written in your book. Seeds are the fertilized or matured ovules. I showed you about the ovules. Fruits may have a single seed like mango and plum. Imagine mango has single seed, okay, or many seeds. Like in apple and orange we have many small seeds. Now the size and shape of the seeds vary from species to species. Even here also you can see all different seed types have different shapes, isn't it? None are similar. So that is the thing. Seeds, they have different size and shape. Now the seed is protected by an outer covering called the seed coat. This is the outer covering of the seed, okay, and this is called the seed coat. You can see here also all these outer covering. See, this is green in color, this is somewhat body color or wheatish in color, this is brown color. So all these color structures that you can see on the outer surface of the seed, this is the seed coat. Now suppose you remove these seed coat, this green covering, this brown covering, okay, you remove it, then what do we get? Inside the seed coat there are one or two cotyledons. Cotyledons, this one you can see, there are either it can be one single cotyledon or it can be like this, bifurcation will be there, so there can be two cotyledons. Now what is the role of cotyledon in the seed? So the cotyledons are the one which stores food, okay, they store food for the new plant or embryo, for new plant. They store the food for the new plant, because from here a new plant is growing to emerge, right, from this seed. So that plant, the new plant, needs food. So who will provide that food? This cotyledon which is present inside the seed is going to provide the food. Now an embryo consists of a plumule and a radicle. Okay, this is also called as the embryo, and this will, here you have the radicle is present here, the plumule is not shown, so this part is the plumule. Wait, let me erase the ink and then, okay, yes, this part is the plumule and this is the radicle, you can see it here. Okay, under favorable conditions, that is when there is sufficient amount of air, sufficient amount of water is given, sufficient amount of sunlight is there, temperature is there, this radicle from here roots will develop, okay, roots will develop, and from this plumule the shoot system will develop, okay, the shoots are going to develop. Understood? So plumule gives rise to shoots and radicle gives rise to roots. You can remember it in this way, radicle has R, roots also has R. So obviously plumule then will give rise to the shoots. Understood? So this is all about your seed. And also Let's see in the next picture what is written. Depending on the number of seed leaves or cotyledons, seeds can be categorized as monocot, that is having one cotyledon, and dicot, having two cotyledons. So this is the thing. This is a monocot, that is one single cotyledon. Okay, so that means what? This is the cotyledon. You can see this is one single cotyledon, and so please ignore all these things. Certain things you have to ignore because I could not find any more simplified picture for you all to show. These all things, as you keep on growing in higher classes, then you all will understand it very easily. Right now, for the basic level, I'm teaching you whatever I'm teaching you, just focus on that. So so this is a single cotyledon. What did I say? Cotyledon is like a seed leaf, or which contains, what did I say, this stores food for the new plant, right? This cotyledons. So this is one cotyledon, so it's called as monocot, and whenever there will be two such cotyledons, so that will be called as the dicotyledonous plant. Dicotyledons and monocotyledons. Cotyledons. Okay, so this was all about your seed. In the next chapter, or do we not next chapter, I was thinking of making the video right here itself. Okay, let me continue with the dispersal of seed here itself. Now the seed dispersal, that is how the seeds are scattered in various ways, those dispersal can be by various means. Okay, now just like pollen grains, there were agents of pollination. Similarly, there are agents of seed dispersal. So first is dispersal. You can easily recognize from the picture that it is dispersal by wind. When the seeds are dispersed by the wind, see, some fruits have very light, hairy or wing shaped seeds that get caught in the wind and are easily blown away to far off places where they germinate in fertile soil under favorable conditions. So in this way, certain lightweight seeds, they will flow, and then they, suppose this is the soil, and here they will they'll come and sit here on the soil, and from here a new plant is going to emerge. Okay, whenever there is a favorable condition. So this is how a seed has got dispersed by the wind, and then this seed has developed into a new plant. Okay, like example can be, this is a dandelion plant, or you can say a cotton plant or maple plant, cotton or maple. Okay, next we see that dispersal by water. Okay, how the seeds are dispersed by water. So now see, some fruits have a waterproof covering and are so light that they can float on water and are carried off to far off places. The coconut has a heavy seed inside, but it can still float on water because the seed is covered by spongy layers of fiber filled with air. Other example of plants whose seeds are dispersed by water are lotus, water lily and foxglove. So the thing is that, see, this leaf, lotus leaf, this lotus flower itself also, you can see that they are floating on the surface of water. They are not drowning or sinking inside the water. Why? Because they have some waterproof layer present on the leaves, present on the flower, and also present on the seed, waterproof structure. So for that purpose, what happens, whenever you drop them on a bucket of water, pond of water, these seeds or these flowers or leaves, they are not going to you can say get drowned, and so these seeds will keep on floating here, and somewhere these seeds will find a suitable place and condition to germinate into another new lotus. Okay, what about the coconut? What has been said in your book? It is said that the coconut has a heavy seed inside it. Okay, obviously this is a coconut, that brown part. Okay, it has a heavy seed inside it, but it can still float on water because the seed is covered by spongy layers of fiber filled with air. So these seeds can float on the surface of water because they have what? Sponge, like which keeps on soaking the water, and so for that purpose, and it is also filled with air, and so for that purpose it doesn't get drowned. Those of you who are who learns swimming, or if you know how to swim, then you can recall that when you started to swim when you were small, at that point of time you were given some rubber air filled some circle like structure to wear and then go into the swimming pool, right? Why did they give you such air bag like structure, round structure to wear and then go into the swimming pool? So that you don't get drowned. That airy structure will help you to keep on floating. Similarly, such airy structures are also found in the coconut seed and also on the lotus leaves and the lotus flower itself and the lotus seeds too. Okay, so in this way the seeds are dispersed by water. Next, you see dispersal by animals. So what happens, some seeds have hook-like structures that help them to cling to the animal's fur or sticky substances that stick to the animal's skin. See, you can see the goat is passing by, and so as the goat was passing by, some seeds which have a hook-like structure, they got attached to the body of this goat, and wherever this goat is going to travel, here, so the seed can get dispersed in several locations. Okay, and next we have the dispersal by explosion. Can you see this one? Yes, the seeds are by explosion, just like a bomb blast. Okay, so whenever they are exposed to the sun or when they dry up in this way, they explode. Okay, you can see it very well in this picture, and in this way what happens, you can see the seeds coming out of this fruit, and thus the seeds are getting dispersed to various places, and thus new plants grow from those seeds. Understood? So that was all about the structure of the seed and how the seeds are dispersed by various means to various locations. Okay, please rewatch this video once again. Bye.